50 PSI high pressure air pump. ijdm starts now.
Another visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever.
Okay, well, this is the 50 PSI high pressure air pump. Let's go ahead and open this up, see what we got, and run it through a quick test. We're gonna keep this one brief as we always try to do on reviews. No, they did not pay for this video for me to do this review. They just sent me one, said check it out. If you like it, keep it, whatever. Got a piece of foam? No, we're not gonna do all that. We got an instruction manual. Probably should look at that, but we're not gonna do that right now. And we got the actual pump. And I'm sure we got some more stuff. Throw those over there. Holy, oh, I was not expecting all this. All right, we got a hose with a bunch of attachments. Good grief, this is I gotta say, my first opinion of this out of the box, they mean business as far as an inflator goes. I mean, this is, I don't know. Let's take a closer look here before we get to the actual inflator unit. Got your DC adapter here for plugging into your 12 volt port in your car. Also, as us old timers used to call it, a cigarette lighter, because that's what it was called. But your 12 volt ports, so that is that. So it is meant to be used in a vehicle. Now the thing here, I am very surprised as an inflator and for the type of thing this is, and I shouldn't be because I did look at it, but it's just been a few weeks since I talked to them and they sent it to me, is you can fill tires up with this. That is a key thing with me, because even though I have a air compressor and it's fairly small, it's just sometimes a pain. It's big, it's bulky, it's a pain to drag out. And it's just one of those things. Got some fuses, and then we got an adapter thingamajig here. We got a hose with some more adapters for different things for however you fill them. So yeah, that's all your accessories there, and of course your handy dandy instruction manual. All right, well, what do I think of this on first sight? Man, it reminds me of something. It reminds me of I don't know, a gaming system or something. It almost reminds me a little bit, even though it's not the exact shape of my little iRobot vacuum thing that goes around the floor. Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, we got to protect the plastic even though it's in a box, but we won't do the weird thing that those other YouTubers like to do with the plastic. But, oh, it's got a light and, all right, well. Only problem I'm going to have here is I don't, as many things in trinkets and doodads, I don't actually have a thing for like 12 volts. I either need to make one or do something there. So we're going to have to go in the garage real quick and maybe just kind of fill up one of my tires with this and power it on and everything. But yeah, on the back here, well, let's start off with this side. You have your button, it looks like plus and minus for adjusting pressure things or whatever. It's like a reset button and whatever. Well, let's go with the instruction manual because obviously I could be way off on that. And let's see what the instruction manual says about what the buttons do here. It says on off is a mode button, pressure unit button, LED pressurization, decompression button. I guess it can run in reverse, so that's handy if you want to deflate like an air mattress. Or one of the big things I saw to advertise was for those inflatable wakeboard, kneeboard, paddleboard kind of things. That's what it looked like it was mainly for. So we got a handle to carry it, but then I don't know. That's kind of weird design, but yeah, you can carry it like that too. I suppose it's a little weird, but yeah, I mean, it's solid. I mean, it's not flexy at all. It's not like it doesn't feel like something, whatever. Now, well, at any rate, part agreement is me doing a review. So we will do a review on this and just do a quick test, see if it works. And if it does, then we'll give it a thumbs up and move on. But first we got to test it out. Okay, we are in my garage. This is going to be super quick because it's summer, it's Florida. My garage is at least about 102 degrees right now. And I I can't really stand out here for much longer. So it took me a minute to plug everything and get kind of set up haphazard out here. First thing I was greeted with when I turned it on is I get some different things where it says 0 PSI and then 15.0, whatever. I guess that's maybe when you set it for a certain, yeah, I guess you can set it for a certain PSI and then it shuts off. So that being said, I mean, my tires take about right around 30 PSI, so I guess I would, but you can't, oh, there we go. Okay, what you saw there, and I set up is I basically on the bottom thing, and I figured out you got to switch the user mode. So it's got different pressure settings and stuff for different things, and then you can cross adjust it. I had to put it on car mode, and once I put it in car mode, I was able to go up to 36.5. The tire was at 36.2. Bam, it's there. It's right at 36.5. Okay, we're back in the comfortable air conditioning of the house. It is hot out there. I did try to find some other things to inflate. I don't have a paddleboard. I don't have an inflatable boat, but I tried it on the tires, and I gotta say, I know there's other products that do similar things, but I really like the function where it tells you your air pressure, you set it to what you want, it fills it to that pressure. I cross-checked it now with one of my other gauges, my little electronic one. That one has been known to be off, but they were within 0.1 or 2 of each other. In other words, this would say 36.5. It said it was 36.6. But then I tried again and say it's 36 point and say it's the same. So it was in the point or two, close enough. I mean, vehicles, your tires can change from day to day. So that is a very nice feature. I like the light feature to see what you're doing when you want to get your tire cap off and fill it up. And of course you can point the light right at the tire while you're filling it up. And then I guess that's where this adjustable handle comes in, where I was kind of being weird about it, is you can kind of, you know, adjust it however you want. It just feels like there would have been more room where if you're trying to aim this light at where your thing is, and this is not a criticism, just a suggestion for future, you know, models maybe, is just to have some kind of thing where this probably would have been more beneficial on the opposite side, or the light on the opposite side, where you see what I'm saying? You can point the light to where you're putting the thing on. But other than that, I mean, you're usually hooking it up and then you can just hold the unit and then set it down once you're ready to go. So no big deal either way there. My only other thing is the power thing, and I'm fine with it not being a battery product, because the whole idea of this is if you keep this in your car and you need an emergency, and when your tires go low and it's on a rechargeable battery, the rechargeable battery could be dead, especially if you're in a state like Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, where it gets hot in your car, like 150 degrees. Those batteries don't tend to last long. But anyhow, going back to the main point, I would have liked to have at least a 12-volt adapter, but I'm sure I could pick one of those up cheap on one of the online sites. That's the only other thing I would have probably suggested on this unit, other than the adjustment thing. Does what it says what it does, gets the thumbs up in my book. I may or may not have an affiliate link, but do like this product, and I will keep it with me when I travel and test it out. And if I have anything further that I can inflate or whatever. Oh, one last thing. Yes, I did try it as like for blowing off electronics, like I showed with the Ryobi product. It's not really meant for that. It's meant for inflating things. So the other thing is meant for inflating things. It just had a little more pressure and it's a little easier to use because it's handheld. I think I have it right here. It's one of these gimmicks, but I mean, this obviously cannot fill, it can't fill your tires in your car. That's where this thing is far different, and you're better off in that situation. We'll see you next time on ijdm. Thanks for watching.